What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Big news today, you guys. We got some big shit going on. Cookie DAO is listed on Coinbase. Shout out to Gandalf the Trout or Gandorf the Trout. I forget if I know there's Gandorf and then there's Gandalf the Trout. There's a couple of Gandalfs out there. I want to make sure I'm getting it right. But anyway, shout out to you, my friend, for letting me know about that last night. I had no idea they were getting listed on Coinbase today. They did mention that they were going to get listed. They had a roadmap back on the 25th of February. I asked Grok here, or I asked him to talk about it, right? And Cookie is listed. You can pause and read this if you want to, but they are listed. I pulled it up on Coinbase here on their website, and it says it's at 19 cents right now. It's actually saw a high of 21 cents. It might be at 21 cents actually. Let me go on an hourly basis and see. No, so it did hit 21 cents. Now it's back down at 18 cents. The reason I'm making this video, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, is because likely if you are to sell Cookie DAO today, you're probably going to get the best prices on Coinbase, right? So if it's on a Phantom wallet, if it's on another wallet, whatever, if you are sending it over to Coinbase, there's a couple of things that I want you to be aware of. First, yes, you probably do get better prices on Coinbase right now because there's less liquidity. There's probably less selling pressure. There's only buying pressure. So, and there will be selling pressure, don't get me wrong. And we'll talk about all that in a second, what that means, right? Because I'm sure some of you are like, I thought we were supposed to pump, and then once Coinbase lists, we're supposed to dump. Well, we're going to talk about that, my friends. There's some points of concern to address, but first and foremost, if we are looking to sell at all, it's probably best had on Coinbase. I'm not saying to sell. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you'll probably get better prices on Coinbase. And this is the reason why I wanted to make this video. I actually made a video already on Cookie DAO recently, making an update about them listing on Coinbase, but I didn't include this next part that I want to include. I think it's very important. If you send funds to Coinbase or a new wallet at all, ever, especially a new coin like Cookie that just got listed, even though they're vetted, they take everything seriously at Coinbase. It's on you as a financial captain of your own. You're the financial captain of your own vessel here, right? It's your money. You need to be safe with it. Anytime you send to a new wallet, you have to send a small amount first. Send like $1 amount. It's okay, like a $1 amount. That's what I did. I sent $1 worth of Cookie DAO. It was like less than 10 cookies, and I sent it to Coinbase. I waited 5 seconds, and it was there. It was there. Of course it would be. Everything's fine, but just in case it's not, you need to have good practices. There's nothing wrong. You don't get charged more with sending it twice. You get charged by the amount anyways, so there's nothing wrong with doing that. But if you send everything that you own in Cookie to a new wallet address and it never gets there and you wonder where you went wrong, that's where you went wrong, okay? It's good practice always. Every time that I send, I don't care who it's to. I don't care if it's an exchange. I don't care if it's a cold wallet, whatever. I always send a test amount in case I mess something up or in case something's not right. You know what I mean? Like, I always send a test amount. If the test amount checks out, if it gets there, then I fully deploy. Then I send everything I got. It's always nerve-wracking a little bit whenever you send money. You know, it's a little bit exhilarating, but especially because it can get messed up and just gone into the ether. But that's why you have to be careful. Okay, it's important. It's very, very important. That's why the whole first part of this video is about that, okay? Hit the like button and subscribe if you like hearing about important shit and being safe and making sure you're not screwing up your money, because this is how a lot of people screw up their money in crypto, right? This is how you hear people who lost their keys or they sent something to the wrong address and it's just gone forever. This is it. What does it mean when it's gone forever? It's like the equivalent to burning money. Like if I had a $100 bill right now and I burned it in front of you, it's the same thing as sending my cookie to the wrong address or to an address that's not proper, okay? You'll probably, if you're using Phantom like I have, to send cookie to Coinbase, you're going to get a disclaimer that says this account has no activity. Don't let that scare you. It's just a warning. It's just there to incentivize you to do exactly what I'm telling you to do. Send a test amount first, make sure it's valid, and then if it is, boom. But we're at 19.3 cents now. Let's get into the price action, okay? Let's actually talk about this thing. And it's not uploaded on TradingView, but I know it's on Coinbase because I just sent it to Coinbase. Let's see here. If you're on Coinbase, you click withdraw on any crypto, and then it'll take you to a screen where you can choose what crypto you want to withdraw. Like if you went to Ethereum, you click Ethereum, then you click withdraw, it'll take you to another screen that allows you to select other cryptos. So if you don't have Cookie to withdraw from, that's how you do it. Or you could just buy some Cookie and then get your wallet address there and withdraw. But enough of that, okay? I think you guys are aware of how to do this, okay? So not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I do think we're due for a pump today. Probably a multi 100% pump. If not, we're gonna dump you guys. Coinbase listings generally happen after a move like this. You list just like Binance did. You list and then you dump down. It's very uncommon. In fact, I can't think of a moment right now, but I'm sure that there has been plenty where Coinbase lists at a low point. That's not normal to me. But it's happening. It's happening. So that puts a little bit of a flag of caution, right? A red flag's going up in my head, but still optimistic red flag. And we'll talk about why it's optimistic in a second, okay? Coinbase, absolutely. This is them buying. The biggest volume that we ever saw, it was at the lows here. Absolutely, Coinbase bought down in these lows, right? Maybe they had something to do with the purchases over here. Anytime they announce, which they did announce here, that they have a roadmap to list a coin, you bet your sweet, you know what, your Bitcoins or your cookies, you bet your sweet cookies that I should have said that. That would have been way better right off the tongue, but I can't take it back now. I'm already too far in the video. You bet your sweet cookies that they were buying beforehand. If they tell you, a big exchange like Coinbase tells you that they're going to list Cookie DAO, they didn't start acquiring it afterwards. They started acquiring it beforehand. And where did they start acquiring it? My bet is on this very large candle of volume here after we found the lows, okay? So take it for what it's worth. But I want to look at some coins now that Coinbase has recently listed and show you what we've seen. Okay, so B3 got listed on Coinbase, and the first 3 days, listing on Coinbase did cause a bit of a dump, but because it was a new coin and it was just brand new, it was at its quote-unquote low points, it pumped up 345%. That token right now is worth 157 million. I just looked at it because, again, I just did a video on this, so trust me. That was at about a $350 million market cap. Cookie is only at about a $62 million market cap right now. I think it's actually a little bit higher now. Let's see here. This is not proper. It's not up to date. It says, okay, there we go, 71 million. So if we were to go to 350 million from here, that would be over a 4x, I believe. That might be like a 5x in price, which would be a 400% growth. 400% growth, you guys, would take us up to a very obvious area of resistance, right? 400% would take us basically right to our all-time highs. And I'm not saying just because B3 saw a $350 million market cap and sold off that that's what Cookie has to do, but I'm just saying Cookie has a lower market cap than B3 did. Maybe it pumps more than B3, or at least as much as B3. You know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but to make it very clear, my friends, 400% from here is at about $1. 400% from here is a basic double top, right? We did get listed on Coinbase, and even though it's a very bullish thing, it's probably going to change our plans as far as how high we're going to go, okay? That's my expectation. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I don't know where I'm going to sell, but I am going to take profits, probably, if not today, over the coming days or so. You know, maybe it takes 2 weeks. Sometimes, and I have a very good understanding. I have a very maybe a better understanding than most people in crypto as to what these Coinbase listings mean. And the only reason I say that, and I might sound like Trump, I probably have a better understanding than most people actually. Probably no. The reason why is I literally spent a whole day, you guys, a whole day when I was starting technical analysis, and I went through every single. I went through hundreds of coins, you guys, that got listed on Coinbase and Binance. All right, so I understand the relationship that we have here. You can see these things pump after the listing. They can pump anywhere from, days, hours, 2 weeks to 6 weeks at the most tends to be the case. But within a 2 to 6 week span, if not most of the time earlier than that, you do see a rather dramatic dump take place. So here we are on day one. Most of the time, like 70% of the time, that implies that we're going to get an immediate dump, but there is a good bit of the time where that doesn't happen and we still pump, but inevitably that dump does come. Now, talking about price target, it would make a lot of sense to me that we either stop around our all-time high, just above our all-time high, or maybe we stop at like $1.40 to $1.80, somewhere in this area. The targets of 258 to 420 and beyond are off the table. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I doubt now that we've listed on Coinbase, now that there's no buying pressure from Coinbase and it's only selling pressure, right? That's what it is. Why am I saying that? How is it only selling pressure? There's people buying on Coinbase, yeah, but if you have an exchange that's acquiring a coin to list, You have an exchange that's buying OTC or on the free markets. They're buying, right? Whenever they are listing it, they're not buying it. Who's buying it? You are. Who are you buying it from? The exchange. How are you buying it from them? They sell it to you. Okay? The exchange is now a seller. The largest entity in the space, Coinbase and Binance, those are the two biggest exchanges. Whenever they're listing it, whenever they're acquiring it, that's the most amount of buy pressure you will see for any crypto. Whenever they stop, even if there's no selling pressure, even if you can't wrap your head around that, whenever they stop buying it, because you best believe they're not buying it once they list it. They have enough to list, right? They've stopped buying. Now they're in distribution mode. Even if you can't wrap your head around the fact that they're selling, at least wrap your head around the fact that they're not buying. So you have a lot of buying pressure that just evaporated. It goes away, okay? But likely they're going to leave the books open. They're going to allow this thing to fly. I do expect that, B3 here, again, it moved up 345%. If we look at Toshi had a much, much higher market cap, and this is what gives me a little hope for higher prices than even $1. Let's see here. It's at 125 million now, but I need caffeine, you guys. I got a very highly caffeinated tea here. I did not get good sleep, but man, I'm actually waking up. I don't normally take caffeine, but because I have so much energy normally, but man, this sleep that I got last night, or lack of sleep, was very bad. Toshi saw a market cap of, no, oh wait, yes, huh? Oh, okay, that was the price. My bad. A market cap of 600 million, and probably higher than that, right? With this wick, it probably, because that's off of the closing basis, so it probably saw more than that. It probably saw like $1 billion. I think it did see $1 billion at one point, if I'm remembering correctly. Actually, I wonder here if we go. It says all. Is there a way? Come on. No, that's okay. I wonder if there's a way that you could see it. Is there a way to get the market cap on here? Let's see. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. I don't care. Anyways, Toshi, whenever it listed from a low point here to a high point there, it pumped 610%. And it actually had a higher market cap. And this took 1, 2, 3, 4 days to take place. In the midst of that pump, from a high to a low, it did drop 40%. There's volatility. You look at it on a 4-hour basis, not only did it drop 40% here, not only did it drop 40% here, but it actually went lower than that. It actually dropped, or I guess that's 40%. On the daily time frame, I hate whenever that happens on TradingView. See, it says 38% now, but if you're on a daily time frame, it actually, maybe I had it at the wrong place. Maybe it wasn't connected. Okay, I swear it was just at 40%, but whatever. 38% of a drop, that's fine. 38% of a drop, cool. Significant drop nonetheless. Maybe I'm just sleep deprived. It still had drops along the way that were over 20% here, that were over, let's see, from a high to a low, 26% there, and from a high to a low here, 21%. You still had 20% drops, several 20% drops in your overall road up to 604%, okay? And again, you found resistance right at about $1 billion market cap. Something to consider. Now, I'm not saying that cookie has to go to a $1 billion market cap, but I am saying that a multi-100% growth from this listing date is what I'm expecting to happen. And it would make the most sense to me that if now we're having this evaporation of buying pressure from Coinbase, it would make sense that we don't go as high as we once were expecting. I had expected that we stop at 1618 to the 1886 area, 200 area, something in this area here. But now I'm thinking it's more appropriate to consider these lower targets, or maybe not even those targets at all. Perhaps we form a double top where we stop right at that nice psychological area of resistance at $1. And then our overall pump here would be from the low of yesterday, it would be about a 600% pump from the low that Coinbase listed on, which is today. Let's see. Why won't it let me hook it up? That's so weird. Hold on. TradingView is being glitchy right now, you guys. Oh, no, that was, okay, I was on the right one, my bad. So yeah, something like that from the low today, Coinbase listing day, getting back to all-time highs would be a 475% pump. That's more than what we saw with B3. 600% pump would take us all the way up to $1, which is about what we saw with Toshi. So I have a hard time seeing us getting above that. Again, a 7x from the low, that would be about a 5x from here. A 5x from here on the market cap would be about $350 million. That's not a dramatically high market cap, but that is, I believe that's around where B3 topped off, to be completely fair. just making the comparison here. I want to be very clear, my friends. I believe Cookie DAO in time will go higher than any of these targets. It's going to be worth prices that are above $10, $15, maybe even more than that, right? It very much does have multi-100x potential in it. 100x from here would put it at $19. I believe this thing, even at its current price, has 1000x potential. I don't think it goes to a 1000x from here. That would put it at about a $71 billion market cap, $69.5 billion market cap now, but it can. $69.5 billion is a very high market cap. There are not many coins this cycle that will see that market cap. But every cycle, there are coins that come from rankings like the number 402 that work their way up to the top 100 that do achieve these kind of stupendous market caps that do see 1000x growth. It happens every cycle. We've already had several coins this cycle that have done it. Caspa is a perfect example of a multi-1000x, okay? The only people that hold through that, though, you got to be kind of nuts to hold through to a 1000x, but that's phenomenal. 1000x, to put it in perspective, is $1,000 turns into $1 million. It's a huge amount of growth. Now, I am not saying that happens with Cookie. I don't believe it happens with Cookie. I do believe it's a possibility, and I accept it as a possibility, but I don't expect it as an outcome. What I would accept and what I do expect is that it will see at least a 100x or more, likely more. A 100x from here would put it at about a $7 billion market cap, and that's not given either. That is not given either. That's an accomplishment in itself, but it's definitely more attainable. That's something that is a lot more common to see are 100x moves, multi-100x moves, let alone 1000x moves, right? So nothing in the long term has changed. This is only going to be bullish and allow more exposure for Cookie, right, throughout the rest of the cycle. We look at where we are. We're finding support at a very key area of resistance, holding good structure here from a low to a high. We're kind of in this obscure area between the 382 and the 0.5, but I don't think that it stops here. If I'm wrong, oh man, if I'm wrong, then by the end of today, if this is one of those moments, a very common moment when Coinbase lists a coin where we just continue to dump, then perhaps, Cookie, you have 8 cents and 6.3 cents to look forward to as far as the drop goes. But I have a hard time imagining you do that because, again, I think that this was Coinbase buying here. I think that this was insider information of Coinbase saying that they were going to list it here. I think people got excited. There's a lot of volume, the most volume you've ever seen in your history so far, at least on Bybit, happening here. I doubt that we're going to go below this level after listing. Before a pump, we'd at least pump first, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I really just wanted to make this video to let you guys know, hey, we're listed. Shout out to Gandalf for letting me know, and hopefully we do see a move up that is multi-100%, something on the lines of like a 4 to a 5, maybe even more X than that from here over the coming days by the end of this week. I am planning on taking profits. I'm not saying that I'm going to take profits in this area, but I am planning on taking profits in this area. I want to see how we react. I want to see what the charts look like and how euphoric it is. If we get a big wick like this, stuff like that, I am not expecting that I will sell the exact top perfectly. I'm not trying to. I don't care if I don't get a 42x, right? From the low point here to the high point there, that was actually, it says that's a 41x. Let's see. 42x right there, right? I don't care if I don't get a 42x. If I sold the bottom of that range, I'm still getting a 20x. I'm okay with that. And someone might hear that, they say 20x to 42x, you don't want that? That's a big difference. Yeah, well, from the low, which by the way, you're not likely to sell the low either. You're likely to sell somewhere in between. The low to the high, that's only a 2x difference. So yes, it's a big difference, 20x to 42x, but really it's only a 2x difference. So I'd rather take that than hold through and have less of growth, right? So I'm assuming that I will not probably sell the perfect top, but I am assuming that I'll sell near it. I will keep you guys up to date with this thing as it progresses throughout the coming days, throughout the coming hours, maybe even the coming weeks. The higher up we go, the better. I don't plan on selling too early. I definitely plan on selling at good prices, but I want to see the charts and see what they're telling me if we are looking to sell off, if we have any indications that we're done going higher. Right now, to me, it looks like we're only getting started and we have a lot higher to go. So $1 as of now, we're at 19.15 cents. I think $1 is a very good selling price, and even then probably between 80 cents and $1. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. This is one of those things that it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, right? There's a silver lining to it, I suppose. The good thing is it's going to pump up faster than I anticipated. Likely over the next couple days, if not over the next couple weeks, we're going to be at these prices. Unfortunately, it's not going to pump up as high as we were looking forward to because we're not going to have that exchange buying pressure on the way up, and then the very obvious listing of the exchange to give us that sell signal. But that's okay. Right now we're kind of in limbo, hoping that we're not getting the sell signal now. We're not dropping down here, because if we do, we're probably going to go below 10 cents. But we'll talk about that too if that comes online. Okay, take it easy. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like that. If you're wondering what it would take to get to 10 cents, just close today red. If you close today red, that's what it would take. We'd probably go to 8 cents to be completely fair. All right, bye-bye.